Hi, I'm Dana Weinstein, Product Manager on the Plaid Payments team. Today, I'm very excited to announce Transfer for Platforms, a new solution that combines flexible, multi-rail bank payments with Plaid's trusted user experience and integrated risk tools. The result? Faster onboarding, broader adoption of ACH, and fewer returns with a single solution. In today's deep dive, we'll cover why we built Transfer for Platforms, what's included in the launch, a walkthrough of how one of our customers, AdminPay, is using Transfer to power bill payment for home services businesses, and some real-world results from early adopters. Transfer for Platforms helps SaaS providers unlock new revenue streams by embedding seamless bill payments, whether collecting funds for things like rent, tuition, or medical bills, or dispersing payments to customers' vendors. This new product gives platforms a single integration to handle customer onboarding, bank account linking and verification, managing payment risk, multi-rail money movement, and controls and visibility for easy program management. Transfer for Platforms is purpose-built for vertical SaaS providers that want to seamlessly embed modern bank payments without stitching together multiple vendors. Plaid Transfer already powers billions of dollars in bank payments for businesses like Carvana, Kraken, and Public. But platforms that serve networks of small and mid-market businesses have been underserved by traditional payments providers. Embedding payments is a powerful way for platforms to drive revenue and increase customer stickiness. Many platforms will start with card payments, but quickly realize that bank payments are an ideal way to collect and send funds securely at a lower cost. But because bank payments aren't their core competency, platforms often find it difficult to allocate the resources needed to integrate and manage multiple point solutions. When it comes to embedding bank payments, platforms often run into problems. Rerouting their customers to a processor for onboarding adds friction, creates drop-off, and can take days or even weeks, while customers want to go live immediately. Processors frequently prioritize card payments to preserve their own margins, so bank payments feel bolted on and underperform. It can be difficult to manage ACH risk across a variety of customers with often complex manual processes. Long hold times delay settlement to SMBs and hurts their cash flow. At Plaid, we built Transfer for Platforms to give software providers the tools you need to successfully offer modern, flexible bank payments. Here's a look at what we built. Instant API-first onboarding. Most SaaS platforms want to own their customer experience end-to-end, but legacy payment providers often force your customers through separate onboarding portals. With Transfer for Platforms, the entire onboarding flow stays within your product, so customers don't have to double enroll. The API-first design allows you to onboard SMBs in minutes instead of days, without unnecessary redirects or added friction. Operational tools built for scale. As platforms grow, so does the complexity of their operational and compliance needs. Transfer for Platforms offers ledgers for each customer with dedicated virtual account and routing numbers, configurable hold times and payout speeds, built-in risk tooling to help reduce ACH payment failures and drive more successful payments, integrated fee collection, giving you greater control over your business model and cash flow. All of this is available via API, so you can configure and manage everything programmatically without relying on manual processes or multiple separate systems. Visibility and control via the dashboard. Managing a payment program across hundreds or thousands of customers shouldn't require logging into multiple systems or pulling reports by hand. With Transfer for Platforms, you can track onboarding progress, payment activity, and key performance indicators from a single dashboard. Every transaction, balance, and return is viewable at the customer level as well, giving you complete visibility across your program. So let's see how Transfer for Platforms works in action with one of our customers, AdminitPay. AdminitPay provides an end-to-end platform for home services providers, integrating CRM, scheduling, invoicing, customer engagement, and payments into one end-to-end system. AdminitPay customers provide services like HVAC, glass installation, and home cleaning across a nationwide network of over 5,500 franchise locations, serving more than 12 million customers. Home services businesses build their reputation on the quality of their work, and they want the systems they use to reflect that same high standard. But many business owners face challenges. Friction in onboarding for payment processing, limited or outdated payment options with high processing costs, and lack of visibility into funds in transit, which creates cash flow uncertainty. So AdminitPay set out to build a modern, flexible payment system anchored by ACH that could reduce costs compared to cards, allowing their customers to retain more margin for each transaction. AdminitPay built their integration with Plaid in a month and then began onboarding their customers. To set up a customer for bank payments, AdminitPay first calls the onboarding API. They submit basic KYB and KYC details about the customer that they already collected in their onboarding experience. That way, AdminitPay owns the entire motion with their customer. Plaid then runs automated checks on these customer details and delivers notifications if any additional documentation is required to verify the business. Once a customer is approved, they are automatically enabled for processing, and AdminitPay is notified via webhook. Let's look at the flow of funds when a bill payment is made. For platforms, we think about three main entities in the value chain. First is the bill payer, the individual or even business paying for an invoice, a membership, or a subscription. Then the platform, AdminitPay in this example, and their ledger, which tracks the funds that accrue to them. Finally, there's a ledger for each of AdminitPay's customers. Having these entities mapped separately means all funds are tracked correctly and every penny is accounted for. When a bill payer makes a payment, AdminitPay initiates an authorization request to the transfer risk engine. The risk engine runs several checks, including verifying transaction limits, the health of the bank account, and confirming authorization type. Additional risk rules can be set to enable more granular risk mitigation. Here's what it looks like when you manage risk rules from the transfer dashboard. Platforms can configure a default set of rules that apply globally to all of their customers, or set up a special rule set for a given customer as needed. These rules can either be based on real-time balances, like what you're seeing on the screen, or on our machine learning-powered transaction risk scores, if integrated with Plaid Signal. If the authorization is declined, that's because Plaid recommends rerouting to another payment method to ensure that the payment will succeed. If approved, AdminitPay will instruct Plaid to initiate the ACH transfer on behalf of its customer using the chosen payment method, either same day or next day ACH. Once a payment instruction is created, funds are allocated to the correct ledger balances. Platforms can monetize the flow of funds directly by collecting a fee for each transaction. For example, if AdminitPay charges $2 for a $100 transfer, $98 would go to their customer's ledger and $2 to AdminitPay's. Funds first land in the pending balance for each ledger to account for insufficient funds risk. After the configured hold time, the funds transition into the available balance. We provide advanced visibility into when funds will become available, so customers can know when to expect the funds from a bill payment. Once the funds are available, they can be swept out to the external bank accounts. By default, we automate daily payouts to customers using same-day ACH, but you can set your own schedule and even choose to pay out via instant payments. In the Plaid dashboard, we've created a holistic view for your payments program. At a glance, you can see your overall performance, KPIs like total payment volume and your balance if you are monetizing the flow. As you move deeper into the dashboard, you get more detailed visibility into transfers, count, dollar amount, and payment failures, so you can track both origination volume and payment success. We also give you a funnel view to track how your customers are progressing through onboarding. If any additional data points or documents are outstanding, that's visible both in the overview page and in the detailed customer page. From there, you can drill down into each individual customer and see their payment activity, balance, and return data. Now that you've seen it in action, how are things going for Admin and Pay? Well, it used to take weeks to onboard new customers, and now it takes less than 30 minutes. Up to 20% of transactions are processed via ACH, helping customers cut payment costs by as much as 75%. With clearer visibility into payment status and funds availability, customers have fewer questions and greater confidence, which has reduced Admin and Pay's call center volumes. The Plaid Transfer team is very excited to offer a solution to vertical SaaS platforms who want to grow revenue, give their customers access to lower cost payments, and streamline the way they manage money movement. With Plaid, you can get customers up and running in minutes, run payments with flexibility and safeguards that you need, and stay in control with clear visibility across every transaction. Now for some frequently asked questions. What payment rails does Transfer for Platforms support? Transfer for Platforms supports multiple payment methods, including ACH, next day and same day, instant payouts via real-time payments and FedNow, as well as wires. By supporting a variety of payment methods, platforms can offer their customers faster settlement options and the flexibility to choose the best payment method for each transaction. Can I use Transfer for Platforms to enable my customers to send vendor payments? You can. Transfer for Platforms enables bi-directional money movement. The ledger structure operates in the same way for vendor payouts, but your customers just have to fund their ledger balances in advance. How long do funds take to settle from ACH debits? When we think about the end-to-end funds delivery time for ACH, it depends on the speed of the payment method for the debit to the end user and the payout to the customer, as well as any applicable hold time. If a transfer is initiated on a Monday, customers can receive funds as soon as end of day Wednesday. If you want to embed bank payments for your customers seamlessly and successfully, we'd love to talk to you. Join the waitlist for Transfer for Platforms today.